We have made it to postpartum. I'm doing okay. It was a little adrenaline rush, so I was gung-ho afterwards. Now, I need some medicine. My lower half hurts, and I did have to get stitches. I don't know how deep the tear was or whatever, but Remy Shy is with his dad over there, bonding. So far, he's a chill little dude. I tell you that much. Like I said, I'm waiting on my medication, and we didn't eat and everything. This is my first time eating. Last time I ate was yesterday at 7 in the morning. That was pretty good because I was hungry. But right now, we have like a little checklist of things that we need to agree on for, I guess, to go home. But I expect we probably gonna go home. I don't know. I would say tomorrow night, but maybe not. They're probably gonna keep us in for a whole nother day. If not, we'll be home on Sunday. What's cool about that is my parents will be out here on Sunday. They leave tomorrow. Right now, I think our high is kind of going down, so we both kind of tired. Well, not kind of tired, we both tired. I'm sitting here, of course, worried about Snuggles too, because he hasn't gone to the bathroom all day. But he's probably going to handle that after his next feeding, which is at 6:30. But other than that, I'll probably tell you guys how everything goes tomorrow, because today it's basically feeding him and resting. Dad over here changing Remy his first diaper change, and it was exactly what they said it was gonna be. Tar. We basically still up right now because we feed him in another 20 minutes. Good morning, y'all. It's our first night with Remy. We're trying to get on the schedule of feeding him whenever he needs to be fed, and baby boy can sleep and sleep through the night. The alarm just went off for his first feeding at 2:20. Yeah, I'm so tired. I was getting me some good old sleep too. And last night, I don't even know if I told y'all about last night. It was drama. That's when everything started happening. When we wake up, I'll tell y'all more about that, or I might wait till my birth story. And we have a little sheet that we have to go by. So we have to write down every time we fed him last, how much we fed him, and his poops and peas, which he did give it a poop yesterday. Let me go get this little one up. I wish I could send y'all somewhere. But they also told us that we can go home when we're ready, when we feel like it. But we'll probably stay here for another day and just leave on Sunday, just to make sure he has everything he needs and he stays doing his vitals, and to make sure I'm good too, because I don't want to just rush it and go home.
Almost got the whole family together. We just need Snuggles now.
Oh, it's not a baby.
Did you tell them the story about the anesthesiologist?
I think I did. I think I told y'all a snippet, and if not, I probably said I was going to share it in my birth story.
You remember when I told y'all to, have your ducks in a row, have your things in order and all that?
I didn't tell them about the anesthesiologist. I told them about...
Listen, we had a first-hand account of why that was necessary. While she's pushing y'all, 5, 6, 7, we counting the 10 seconds out for her to push. Why the anesthesiologist walk in the middle of labor, asking her about blood products and things that we already then outlined what we want and what we don't want, and what her wishes are and all that type of stuff? She gonna come up in there and ask my wife, so you're telling me you're okay with dying rather than accepting these types of products, medications, and procedures? I'm like, that is a crazy time to ask somebody that. It's like they try to catch you at your most vulnerable moment and try to get you to sway on what it is that you believe or whatever you wish. That's why I say be prepared, because that was crazy.
Yeah. So not even just ducks in a row, but make sure you confident in your decisions and in your choices. Like a lot of people say, make sure you advocate yourself.
It's not just my husband saying this or my parents saying this, but why you feel that way.
If y'all know my other video when I was telling y'all about my story with birth control, ever since then, it's like I really take advocating for myself seriously. If I feel a certain way, like this whole experience, birthing experience, I'm gonna have to share my journey with y'all. It tells you to advocate for yourself, because there was multiple moments where I'm like, I feel what's going on with my body. You don't.
Right.
So listen to me.
And it's not that they gon', if you don't advocate for yourself and somebody else does, you know, that's fine. Like, no, that's not fine. They want to hear it from you.
Yeah.
And they want to hear why from you. So I could stand up there beside her and say, no, we don't want this. Yes, we do want that. And then they're going to look to her and say, is that what you want? You know, you got to have it in your head why you want certain things, why you don't want certain things. Even things that people consider simple.
If it's something that they probably would not recommend, but they wouldn't do. So like even for all the vaccines and stuff, some doctors are like, why wouldn't you get vaccines and da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
So you would have to advocate at that moment.
Right.
Like why?
Right.
But if you just say, yeah, of course they're not gonna ask. They'll just be okay, perfect.
Right. Or even with like breastfeeding. Are you gonna breastfeed or are you not gonna breastfeed? Some doctors have a strong stance on that. Some people feel like you gotta breastfeed, and if you don't, they trying to figure out why you don't want to breastfeed. So you gotta have all that in order and be ready for confrontation, I guess you could say. It ain't gonna be arguing, of course, but it's just gonna be a little pushback if it's something that's not considered normal, I guess.
A lot of people don't really talk about that part. I feel like I haven't seen anybody really talk about that part when it comes to like YouTube or social media, but that's a major component in preparing for birth, preparing for any type of procedure. Because
if you're not prepared,
like, learn as much as you can.
On top of a stressful experience, all of this is
they
just
don't care.
Compound on top of it.
Some don't care. Some have bedside manner. Some don't.
And they'll come to you and they'll tell you like, I know this is gonna make me sound like I'm rude, but I gotta ask this question. Like they're gonna try to clean it up and everything, but at the end of the day, you want to make this as less stressful for yourself and for your partner as you possibly can. Be prepared. Just be prepared. That's all I can say.
Because you're not just dealing with one person. Like if you're in the hospital, like for us, it's been 4 or 5 days,
and we done came across probably like
different crews,
4 or 5 doctors,
morning crew,
about
night crew,
10 nurses, you know,
3,
and you gotta explain all that stuff to all of them.
Yeah,
because they ain't gonna read the paperwork you provided for them. They gonna come and ask you.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Everything was in the chart.
Yeah,
like they just had to read everything in the chart. But
yeah, and I'm sure they did. They just was like, let me go ask her directly.
See if I can sway their opinion or their belief. That's our little TED Talk.
TED Talk of the day. I didn't see Snuggles on the security cameras, so Gabby's sending me on a mission to go check on him. This should be the last time I gotta go, because we supposed to be going home tomorrow. I checked all around the apartment on the cameras, but I didn't see him. So he either under something, under the bed, under the counter, under the cabinet, something like that. He's somewhere that he don't need to be. So I'm gonna go check on him, and he should be good till tomorrow, and then we'll be home to take care of him. Finally preparing to leave. They took Remy to get his final hearing check done. Hopefully he'll pass that and then we'll be done. We preparing to leave finally. They say about midday they getting the discharge papers and all that ready. We getting our final things in order to make sure we can answer the right questions and stuff so we can leave. I told them we ain't really know how to do this car seat situation, so when we first brought it in, these straps wasn't as loose. They was like super, super, super tight. And I'm like, that don't look right. So she came in and kind of showed us there's a button inside here that you can press and it'll loosen and tighten these strings up. And then on the back, it's adjustable. So right now it's on like the last setting. As he gets bigger and older, we can move it up and up so that he has a little bit more room. We can remove this if we ever need to, and then the straps will be extended to the top if we need it to be. So I was thankful they showed us that, because I had no idea why that was so tight. I knew they would show us because we gotta put him in a car seat before we leave anyway, so they gotta approve everything anyway. Got the car seat, got the pillows. This is what we're gonna take Remy home in, and his little, what they call it, his little burp towel. Got the pillows, got the car seat. I took the linen off of the hospital pillows and put them in the little spoiled linen can. And we'll do the same thing with all the sheets on the bed. I feel like we probably don't have to do that. Trying to clean up after ourselves and make the nurses' jobs a little easier and the housekeeping jobs a little easier. Got most of our stuff packed up. I may just start making trips to the car now, because I'm pretty sure we're not gonna be able to get all this in one trip, even though I got all of it in one trip coming here, but I almost killed myself doing it. And I lost a whole 10-piece nugget, fell out the bag. And on top of that, I had an elderly woman feel sorry for me walking here. She was like, "You need some help, baby?" I said, "I would love some help." She said, "Where you going?" I said, "I'm going to labor and delivery." She said, I can't make it that far. I can make it as far as the door." I was like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm good." She's like, "You sure?" I'm like, you gonna hurt yourself trying to help me, but I appreciate it. Relax." That's how bad it was. Like, I was struggling. I kept stopping every 5 seconds. Then they made me sign in, even though I've been here all day. That made me mad, because I'm like, y'all wasting my time and I'm struggling. Y'all see me struggling. Get out of my way. Let me get on the elevator. We almost ready to go. She got to check with her parents. They supposed to be coming in town today, but they ain't hit her up. They only had 3 hours left, and that was last night. I would think they here by now, or they just chilling in West Virginia. Y'all believe this whole time they had a cart, and I'm up here struggling, trying to get all this stuff in here in one trip, and they got a whole cart. I don't know why I didn't even think of it. So I'm about to take all this out right now. That way I can come back and all we got is the car seat and you. You ready to go, buddy? Oh, by the way, he had his hearing screen. I told y'all that he passed. So we just waiting on discharge paperwork now. We ought to be good to go. I know I'm getting old because I said ought to be.
You've been saying some old stuff lately.
All right. You wildin'. Hey, I don't need validation in this.
You've been walking around the house with your hand on your hip too.
All right.
Looking out the window for what? I don't know. Who do you know?
Snuggles do that. You don't tell him that. I see them bullets on my head. It's hot out here, bro. Woo. Trying to tell you, it's at work. Wasn't far, but it's hot out here, man. Last little walk through of the room. Little buddy is knocked out in a milk coma.
Hey, little Remy shy pie.
Now I could get all up in his face instead of getting all up in your face.
Say, get off me.
Not the New York accent.
Yo, Remy got freckles. I don't know if y'all can see it under his chin. You can't tell, but I got freckles. Well, no, you can see on my nose right there. I got freckles too, but my skin is looking bad, so you can't really tell what's what. Ooh, it's rough. I need to get back to that skincare ASAP. But I have freckles on my nose. And right, I'm pointing like y'all can see what I'm talking about. But at the top, I have a few freckles, but you can mainly see it on my nose. And he looked like he got his on his chin. And a little bit on his cheeks. On that cheek. But y'all, look. His clothes fit so big. And this is newborn stuff. I'm like, can he fit premature clothes or something? He that little? He's 7.1 pounds. He came out at 7.4.